At the mouth of the burrow, a young Atlantic puffin faces a choice with no safe answer. Behind it waits hunger. Below it waits the black Atlantic. Rain lashes the cliff. Wind tears at its unfinished feathers, while the largest gull on the island circles above the entrance. The chick has never flown. It has never touched the sea. Yet before this night ends, it must abandon the only shelter it has ever known. 85 days earlier, the same life is sealed inside a single dull white egg. Its parents invest everything in this one fragile shell. There is no second chick waiting behind it, and no spare season if this attempt fails. The burrow bends beneath the ground like a narrow tunnel, hiding the egg from wind, cold, and the eyes of predators. For about 40 days, the parents trade places over the egg. Then an Atlantic storm arrives. Soil breaks from the ceiling, and cold mud creeps towards the egg. Water pours through the turf. One parent braces its body against the shell, lifting it above the wet nest floor. By morning, the tunnel still stands. The egg survives its first danger without ever seeing the world that nearly destroys it. A faint tapping begins from inside. The crack widens. A dark, wet chick pushes into the cold air. It can stand, but it cannot follow its parents. For the first days, a parent covers the chick while the other hunts. Every meal must cross open water and a sky filled with thieves. The hunting parent launches from the cliff and beats its short wings furiously. The instant it strikes the sea, those same wings become flippers. The awkward bird transforms into a fast, precise hunter flying through green water. Its feet steer like rudders. Its body twists between shafts of light, chasing sand eels that flash like scattered silver. But the sea does not always provide. Warmer water drives the smallest fish deeper and farther from the colony. The parent searches longer. Its dives grow harder. The returning bill carries fewer fish, and the chick waits in darkness with an empty stomach. Day after day, the puffling calls from the tunnel. Its growing bones demand energy that the ocean now hides beyond reach. The parents keep hunting. They cross rougher water and stay away longer, spending their own reserves to keep one chick alive. At last, a parent rises from the waves with a full bill. The burrow is close, but the most dangerous stretch begins above the cliff. A great black-backed gull sees the fish and attacks. It is larger, heavier, and powerful enough to kill an adult puffin. The chick swallows the catch. The meal becomes muscle, bone, waterproof feathers, and the strength needed for a journey no parent can make beside it. Weeks pass. The puffling replaces soft down with dense black and white plumage and begins striking the burrow walls with restless wings. It walks to the entrance, watches adults launch into empty air, then retreats each time the wind surges across the cliff. A second storm pounds the colony. Part of the tunnel collapses, sealing the chick behind wet soil and torn roots. It claws forward with bill and feet, copying the digging tools of its parents. The burrow has protected it for weeks, and now that shelter is beginning to become a trap. By day 85, the parents return less often. Hunger is no longer only a danger. It is the force pushing the young bird toward the sea. Night covers the colony. Leaving after dark reduces the chance that a gull will see the puffling crossing the open slope. The young puffin steps outside alone. Far across the water, harbor lights glow like a false horizon. The gull above detects the motion and dives again. There is no runway. The chick runs 3 steps, opens its wings, and throws its entire life from the cliff. For one terrible second, it falls. The gull closes from behind, and the black water rises faster than the chick can beat its wings. Then air catches beneath the feathers. The puffling escapes beyond the gull's reach. Its first landing is not gentle. It strikes the sea, disappears beneath a wave, and enters the world where it must survive without parents. The young bird surfaces in darkness. Salt glands allow it to drink seawater, and waterproof plumage traps a thin shield of warmth against its skin. Underwater, instinct takes command. The wings that barely saved it in the air now pull it through the sea with sudden speed. The first fish escapes. The second turns beyond reach. On the third pursuit, the juvenile snaps its small bill shut and earns its first meal alone. Winter expands across the Atlantic. Storms erase the horizon, waves tower above the bird, and there is no burrow to crawl back into. It rests on the surface when it can, dives when it must, and survives one violent night at a time. Each spring, the bill grows brighter and more deeply grooved, announcing that the wandering juvenile is moving toward adulthood. Its bill is now broad and blazing with color. It finds the same wind-cut island, claims a burrow, and touches bills with a mate in the ritual called billing. For the puffin, survival means mastering air, earth, and ocean. For the colony, it means one chick returning years later. For the Atlantic, it means the food web still holds. Nature does not promise safety to the smallest life. It offers only a narrow path and the strength to follow it home.